and this is the Jori Success Program. There's a lot of people that come out with programs online. They'll show you a Lamborghini and then send you through a funnel and get you to spend money on a program. Well, here is a culmination of what I learned from those programs and also other people who are successful and who made it in life. I'm sharing their thoughts and these philosophies in this video series called Jori Success. The name of this video is Doing What You Like. Now, this is a very profound statement. Many of us may not be able to understand it. My belief is that we have been trained to do what we don't like since we've been young. Public school, religion, you go to public school and you get homework. You sit through these boring classes. They're getting you to do work that you don't want to do, things that you're not interested in, and this is conditioning your mind. You go to church and it is a boring service. It's something that you don't want to do, but you feel like you have to. You feel like you have to do it. Well, I believe that the most profound statement that can ever be uttered is, do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law. Do what you like and not what you don't like. So when you condition a person their whole life to be bored and to constantly have the mindset that I'm supposed to live a life where it's okay to do something that you have to and feeling like you don't want to. This is okay. Well, this is conditioning because it's not okay to live an existence where you're doing something that you don't like. And that's why we don't experience success, because we've been trained to be a slave and to work a job for somebody else and to do the work that that person doesn't want to do. We were conditioned to do the dirty jobs, the things that people did not want to do. And in order to condition our mind, we were brought to organizations that conditioned us to be bored and to focus on doing things that we don't want to do. So we need to have passion and shift to a completely different reality where we do what we like. I do what I enjoy, and money is a byproduct for it. I don't focus on the money. That's not my focus. It's on helping people. That's what the first video in this series was, helping 1,000 people. Not setting the mind on money, but on rendering service onto 1,000 people and helping them. And this is something that I want to do. It's not something that I'm forced to do. If you're working at a job putting cheeseburgers in a bag, you're being forced to do this. And this is a product of the conditioning and teaching you to be bored, bringing you to church, bringing you to public school, giving you boring homework, sitting in class, being told to sit down and shut up, not to communicate with the other human beings in the class. This is what set up the mind for failure. This is what set up the mind to be taken advantage of by a higher entity, somebody that hires you to work on his plantation and harnesses your energy like a battery. You're doing the work that nobody else wants to do. And that is why we are not successful, because we're working for someone else and we have been conditioned to live in this miserable state of lack. When the true state of the world is abundance. This is what the next video is going to be. Number 5 in the Jori Success Program is that the natural state of nature is abundance. There's no such thing as lack. The path of the righteous is the path of least resistance. When you're doing what you love and what you want to do, you're not resisting it. You're going with the flow. And it takes 10,000 hours in order to master any specific skill. Then you become a master. And then just producing that content, other people see the artwork and greatness for what it is. It's the law of 10,000 hours. So in order to put that time in, we need to focus our attention on doing what we like, not on doing what we don't like. When we're doing what we don't like, we're going against the river. We're going against the flow of the universe, and therefore that is not the correct path. The correct path is the path of the righteous man, the one that is of least resistance. See, I could fool myself and act like I'm doing something that I love, even though, let's be real about it, is that if I had all the money in the world and money was not an option, it didn't matter, would I still be doing what I'm doing? And if I answer that question no, well then I'm doing the wrong thing. I have to be doing what I love and what brings me enjoyment. I have to do what I want. And this is the fourth principle in the Jori Richards Success Program. Doing what you want to do and not going by this program and conditioning that we've been brought up with our whole life that taught us to do what we don't want. Because people want to get over on us and take advantage of us and get us doing the jobs that nobody else wants to do. We can make sounds with our mouth and send forth the correct vibrations out into the world using the internet, and we can create our whole entire reality, rendering service onto others. I will be making orgonite pyramids, and these protect you from the EMF rays coming off of the phone. It protects you from the what are they spraying in the air? Chemtrails. And it helps plants grow. You put these orgonite pyramids by there. So it takes negative energy and it gets rid of it. It destroys negative energy. So if your house is a very negative place, I will give you an orgon pyramid. So I'm rendering service onto the world. And I believe if I put forth energy out into the universe, it will come back to me with that exact vibration. So if I'm putting out good things, I'm going to get good things back. If I'm putting out evil things, well, I will reap evil. Cause and effect. That is another Hermetic principle. The 7 Hermetic principles are important to memorize. Aleister Crowley said in his book, Magic Without Tears, that do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law is the most profound statement. And we need to meditate on that, because that is a main factor why we do not become successful in this life. It is because we're focused on creating somebody else's life. We're building somebody else's temple, somebody else's empire. And we're doing the work that the pimp, that the slave master, that Jesus, that this man that is controlling you, the boss. He wants you to do this work because he doesn't want to do it. This is the dirty job. And in order to get you to do something that you don't want to do, We train the children from a young age to be bored. And this is the way life is. Put them in survival mode, that they need to eat. They need to work hard. There are people that work 18 hours a week. I'm sorry. Not 18 hours a week. Let's say 60 hours a week, working 3 different jobs. And then there's, and these people are not getting by. They have nothing. Living in a little shithole apartment infested with cockroaches. And then there's people that put in the same amount of time, but they believe in themselves. And they're not working for somebody else. They're creating their own empire, and they're doing what they want. And money is a byproduct. These people work 60 hours a week, and they have millions of dollars. They're putting in the same amount of time as the poor man that's working for somebody. So we need to recondition and reprogram our mind so we do what we enjoy. So we do what we like doing. I was taught that there's just some things that you have to do. And even if you don't want to do it, you have to do it anyways. What if everyone did what they wanted? What if everyone did what they wanted to do? Isn't that what heaven is? Isn't that the state that everyone wants to reach? They want to be able to do what they want. So let's not tell other people how to live and get other people doing something that they don't want to do. I'm not going to force anyone to do what they don't want to do. I want people to do what they want. And that is the 4th step to success. Because in order to become a master at your craft, you need to put in 10,000 hours. And it's your craft. It's not somebody else. It's yours. And it's connected to doing what we enjoy and what we are truly passionate about. Don't do for 1 second what you don't like. We can fool ourselves and then end up doing something that we don't like, but deep down we're doing it for money or there's some alternate reason. We don't need to worry about money. If we do what we enjoy, there's other people that enjoy the same things that we like, and we're on the same frequency as other people, and we will be provided for. Because if we do what we're passionate about, we will master that skill, and then just creating that artwork, that's what I do. I create, make videos, draw faces, make origami pyramids, do tarot readings, and the more I do this, the more I master it. And the more my services, the more valuable my services become. It's just like that plumber that's been doing it for 20 years. He could charge a little bit more than the guy that's been doing it for a week that doesn't know what he's doing. I'd rather have the master, the guy that knows his craft. And in order to do that, in order to master a craft, we need to be passionate and focus completely on doing what we want, doing something that we enjoy doing, not being taken advantage of and then doing what we don't like. That's the program. That's how we are taken advantage of and kept in slavery in this Babylonian system. Do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law. This is the 4th video in the Jori Richard Success Program. Do what you want. Do what you want and what you enjoy. Thanks for watching. Peace.